Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, YouTubers. Good morning, TikTokers. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, Sadaka, JDM, JL Habo, Paul Miranda. Yes, start early. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. JL Haba, Sadaka, Paul Miranda, JDM. Yes. New week. New week. New week, everybody. Who's ready? DC. Brutus, good morning. Let's go. Let's go. Wake up. Wake up. Good morning, Elegant Fitness. Santino, God Notes Official over there on the tubes. How are you, my friend? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good morning, everybody. It is a new week. We are coming towards the end of July. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Davion. Davion with the popular Yusef Davion. Yo! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you very much, everybody. If you're here for the first time, tap, 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 tap. Share, 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 share. Share, 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 share. Tap, tap, tap. Buckeye, good morning. Disney Dad is in the house. Thank you, Disney. Thank you, my Disney. Righteous, thank you, Righteous. Thank you, Warren and Lori. Welcome to the family, Lori and Warren. Good morning, everybody. We are at 3,000 taps. As soon as we hit 10,000, we will get this party started. Let's go. Miss Market, what state, what position is she in? Does anybody know? What state, what position on Miss Market? Righteous! Yes, thank you, my righteous. Manny being Manny, what's up, baby? Thank you, Mark Mesa. Hello, YouTubers. Hello, Australia. NXN155 is in the house. What's up, broski? Good morning, good morning. Narrow neutral 2, yes. No, narrow two. You are narrow. Good morning, everybody. We are at 4,000 case. Oh, Junior, welcome to the family. Ew. If you are here for the first time, tap it out over there on the tubes. Make sure we're tapping. You'll see them hearts going up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. JL Hammer! Thank you, user! Brad James, yes! Russell, user, Sadaka, they're coming in, they're coming in. Thank you, everybody. Retired Navy, thank you for your service and thank you for being part of the family, my friend. Jade, good morning, let's go. Yo, Brad James. Bruno, welcome to the family. Sue Felicia. Remember, folks, the octopus is on the board today. We're doing some octopuses. Thank you, Bo Youssef, for the follow. Good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well. It is time to get to work. We are in a narrow state here on SPY. There's our gap. Remember, we talked about the gap up, gap down yesterday, everybody. We are in position 2 to the upside here on this narrow state on Miss Market. We have a pivot high up here at 629.50, 39. We'll call it the 50, the $half mark. We are going to map out our major support and resistance now on a lot of these for you, okay? What we got going on here on Miss Market, we are in position 2 in a narrow state. First stop for you here will be 629.50, okay? You got to get over 629.50 with a retest to make higher highs. 630, 631, 632. We'll mark those out for you right now, okay? Remember, folks, 70% of all new highs will fail. 70%. Back under 627, the whole number, you'll have room down to 625 on Miss Market. We got some earnings coming out today, this week, next week, the week after. So just keep an eye on that. We don't trade because of the earnings. We wait for it to settle down, and then we trade our setups. Remember, amateurs and novices chase the news. We don't do that. Shelly Galvin, Manny being Manny, righteous, thank you so much. Let's go. AMD. Yeah, it's going to be amateur hour in the market the next couple of weeks because of earnings. So just keep that in mind, okay? Right now, we are in a neutral state here on AMD. We are in the whip zone here on AMD. You are at 157.61. Watch your 5-minute 200 coming out of the whip zone to the upside here on AMD, okay? We're going to mark these out for you. Boom. There we go. AMD, you got to get back over 158.36. Above 158.36 for a room up to 161 here on AMD. Right now, you're in the whip zone, but you got to get over 158.36 with a retest for a move up to 161, okay? Under 155.80, if you come back down this way, with a retest, you'll have room down to 151 on AMD. Good morning, Talons. Good morning. Pawan, good morning to you. Good morning, all our YouTubers. How are you? Thank you, Wolf. Welcome to the team, everybody. Coin. Facial Blaster with the heartbeat. Thank you, Facial. Right now, we are in a narrow state here on coin. We are in position 2 to the upside. Mr. Dave with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Position 2 to the upside here on coin. Right now, you're neutral on coin. You are in position 2. You got room up to 445 hold number. 445 hold number, okay? You're kind of narrow. You're coming out of that narrow, all right? 445 under the whip zone of 412.40. On coin, you have room back down to 394.50. Good morning, Susana Pena. Candy! Thank you, my Candy! MU. Oscar Urbano. How are you, my friend? How are you, Mr. Oscar? Right now, here on MU, we are in a neutral state right here. As you can see from your 20 and 200, we are neutral. We are in a bullish state. There it is. We are in a bearish position. There it is. Position 2 to the downside. You looking for shorts at the open? No. You are going to whip back up, whip around here until you get into a bearish state, all right, here on MU. But it doesn't mean you're going to stay there. You still could get room to the upside here. You got a double bottom right there, right around 113.29. We got to mark that out, everybody, okay? Here we go on MU to the moon. First stop to the downside here. This is where you're going to reject off of, everybody. 113.29. Under 113.29, the 113 whole number, you have room down to 112.50. You got some support here on you on MU. You want to get back over on MU above 115. Get over the whole number of 115 for a move up to 116.50. Thank you, Master. Welcome to the family. Yes. Google. Remember, if you're here for the first, share it out, everybody. We got 3 shares. We'll continue once the shares go up. How we doing, YouTube? SM, good morning to you over there on the tubes. 3 shares. As soon as you start sharing it out, the live will continue. F5 with the heartbeat. OMZ with the heartbeat. Candy with the octopus. Good morning, Zeus. Thank you, my Zeus. What's up, Crypto JK? How are you over there? Keep sharing it. You're at 13. You got to get to 100. Get to 100, everybody. Google, yes, looks good. Good morning, Teddy Flows. Hello, my Teddy. Shelly, thank you, my Shelly. Everyone help Shelly. Sadaka, So, Andrew. Katana Lim came in and saved you all. Katana Lim came in and saved all of you lazies. Here we go. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 on Google to the upside currently right now on the Googs. Let's mark these levels out for you on the Googaroonies. Google looks good. You're narrow. You're coming into a triple top, everybody. So be careful here on Google, okay? Right now, you are narrow. You got room up to 189 and 190 on Google. You got a triple top up here at 190. So mark that down on Google, okay? Under the whip zone of 184.78. Under 184.78, you have room down to 182.40 on Google. Yes. We're going to head over to Tesla. Let's see what we got here on the Tesla Roonies. Whip zones are already marked out. Tesla, you are in a narrow state, okay? Narrow state on Tesla. Where is my, there it is. You are in position 2, alert here on Tesla in this narrow state, everybody. Let me move this back. I got to get a new mouse. Christ. All right, on Tesla right now, you are in position 2 on a narrow state. First stop, 340.51, and then 344 here on Tesla. Coming back under 323.89. You got to get under 323.89, and down here you have a double bottom. Bam, right there at 317.29 here on Tesla. Well, Voss, we're all the way up here in position 2 in a narrow state. Doesn't mean you're not going to come flying right back through with a retest. Back down to 317.29. You have room up to 340.51 and 344 here on Tesla. Tesla's been my go-to, baby. Me and Tesla are like peas and carrots. Yes. Pawan, how are you? If you want to learn how to trade, Pawan, you got to get into our VIP. It does not matter what country you're in. Our VIP is open to all countries. The VossTrading.com is where you're going to go to get into the VIP. Yes, welcome to all our new VIP members over the weekend. It's $25 a month or $275 for the year. Powder, Measy, Only Dan, Shelley Stringer, thank you. Meta. Remember, if you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We'd love to have you as part of the family here. All right, let's see what we got on Meta. Meta right now, we are in a neutral state here on Meta. You are in position 2 to the upside on Meta. I would watch anything to the upside on this because of the state of our stock. You do have room up to the 15-minute 200. This is where the party will end to the upside on Meta. Right there around 714.50 on Meta, okay? Oh, boy, we got an hourly 200 in the way first. Look at that. Good thing we check higher time frames, everybody. Yes. Make sure we check those higher time frames. All right, here we go on Meta. You got room up to 709.77, so 710 area. You must get over 710 with a retest up to 714.50. Meta's got resistance to the upside, and Meta is already in a neutral state. Boom. Netflix. Stephen G. Well, hello, Stephen G. How are you, my friend? Hello. The Qs. Did everybody have a good weekend of studying? Did you party or did you study? That is the question for all you partiers. Mondays are usually a bad day in the market for you. Right now, alert, alert. We got the Qs in a narrow state, position 2 to the upside here on them Qs. We got to watch that 5-minute high right there at 563.35. We got the 5-minute 200 to the downside right there. And then we got the 15-minute 200 right below that. And then here we go on them Qs. Are we ready? You got room up to 563.35. Watch that 563 hold number on the Qs above 563.35, 564, 565, 566 hold numbers to the upside, okay? You must get under 560 hold number. Mark that down. Under 560. You got to get under the hold number. And then you'll have room back down to 557. Thank you, my April. My Marcus. Thank you. Yes. Amazon. It's already Monday already. Whew. Crazy. Really is crazy, everybody. As a trader, time moves by very, very quickly. Have you all started to realize that? Time is starting to fly by because you're loving what you do finally. Think about that for a second. Right now, neutral state on Amazon. You are in position 2 to the upside. Neutral state. You got room up to 227.25, 227 area. Above that with a retest, you have room up to 228 here on Amazon, all right? You want to get back under on Amazon, under 225 hold number and the 200, okay? You get under this, you will have room at these pivot points. Let me mark them down. Under 225.11, you will have room down to 224.50, 224 hold number, and then 223 on Amazon. Next, Apple. Who currently right now in the month of July has a red month happening? Who has a red month in the market right now before we do Apple? Put me in the chat if you are currently red on the month of July. Moreno says me. Divad says me. OM says me. Jonathan says, no way anyone is red in July. That means he's red. Thank you, 70W. If you are red for the month of July, were you also red for the month of June? There's a 92% chance that you were, okay? Because you don't know what you're doing. It's time to learn how to trade, everybody. We are in a narrow state on Apple. We are in position 2 to the upside here on Apple, everybody, okay? We're going to mark out our double top right here. Mark that down. It's a triple top right there on Apple. So here we go, everybody, on Apple Roonies. You are in a narrow state, so we're going to give you the alert. Alert. You have room up to 213.50. First stop here on Apple, okay? Above 213.50 with a retest, you'll have room up to 216 on Apple, okay? Mark that down. Under 210.67, you got to get under 210.67. You'll have room down to 209.71 and then 208.60 here on Apple. You're narrow on Apple. Let's see if Apple can get out of the whip. Let's see. Mokiana, how are you? Good morning to you. Siani Mokiana, we got to fix that, everybody. We got to fix that. Shams, welcome to the family. Oh, we hit the first goal. I didn't see that. I'm sorry, everybody. All right. Roses coming up on deck. I'm going to keep you guys busy here. All right, roses are good. KC wants a little JPM, yes. JPM, what state are we in, everybody? On JPM, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 to the downside here. Sound the alarms, everybody. Alert here on JPM, position 1, narrow state. Be careful with JPM, especially the ATR here on JPM and the spreads on JPM. If you're using a free broker like Webull or anything like Thinkorswim, JPM is not for you, everybody, okay? Forget JPM. Forget it. You'll never be able to get in or out at a good price. You have room down to 289.91. 290 area here on JPM to the downside. Under 290 with a retest, you'll have room back down to 289. On JPM, back to the upside. Above 292, get over the whole number. You'll have room up to 292.50. What's up, Royce? How are you? NQ. Can get rid of these now. Boom. Boom. All right, here we go on NQ to the moon. You are in a bearish neutral state currently on NQ. You got to get over 23,287.50 for a move up to 23,307.50 right here. Mark these levels down. Get over this to that. Okay, that is your next level on NQ. Now to the downside. You must get under 23,264. Get under that whole number, and you'll have room down to 23,243 on NQ. Let's go over to XRP. All right. How many of you? Oh, look at that, everybody. XRP. Did you try? Oh, yeah. Now just coming back to the 20. That's all, folks. That's all we're doing here. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Here we go on XRP. They tried to go. They thought it was bleeding out. All right, XRP, you want to get over 356.11, $3.56 and 11, up to 3.5818 here on XRP, okay? XRP here, you want to get under the 349 area, 13 for a move back down to 347.18, fighting for pennies up and down here on XRP. What's up, Juan? How are you? And welcome to the family, my Juan. Yes. NVIDIA? Are you guys ready for some NVIDIA? But Voss, I'm trading the breakout. How's that working out for you? How many of you are chasing the breakouts in here? How many of you chased the breakout? Oh, brother. All right, let's see what we got here. But it's got so much volume. Yeah, but you weren't in the trade. You were in the trade after it had so much volume because you're looking at the volume indicator. We just had this conversation over the weekend with two of my mentors. We were talking about volume, and one of my mentors, one of the best traders in the world, said yes, they look at volume, and then they get in once the volume bar is all the way at the top. Oh, man, I was crying. Right now, we are in a narrow state on NVIDIA. We are in position 1. You got room up to 174 here on NVIDIA, okay? Under 171.82, you have room down to 171.27 and then 170.57 here on NVIDIA. Good job, Chester. Good job, Chester. I'm proud of you. Rivian, we sure can, Danny T. I got your Rivian. Don't you worry. Right here. Oh, we're fighting for pennies, though, Danny. But that's all right. We got you. All right, Rivian. First, I know what you're thinking, Danny. We got to gap up. But the problem is you're in a neutral bull state. See that? You are starting to get a little wide here on a Rivian, and your 20 currently is pointing down on a Rivian. So let's mark these out for you. Let's do it for my boy, Danny. Let's go, Danny. All right, Danny, you got room up to 14.14. 14.14. When you get up here around 14.14, 420 area, you're going to be in a wide state, so you're going to be pulling back on this. All right, Danny, you got to get under 13.43. You'll have room back down to $13 here, Danny. The problem you have with Rivian, my friend, is that the state of your stock. If this was narrow, you would have more room to the upside. So what you got to do at the beginning here, Monday, is you got to let this whip around. Get yourself narrow, and then you can look for your move to the upside on a Rivian. If you try to do anything, Danny, before that, you're just going to get chopped up. What's up, Joe Kicks? Tesla for the meat daddy. Do you get meat sweats, meat daddy, from all the meat that you eat? Thank you, my meat daddy. That's for you, baby. Tesla, we are in a narrow state. Alerts here on Tesla. Over there, Chester, Matt, Chester, Mr. Dave, Teddy Flo, Stephen G. Make sure we're tapping over there. Make sure we are tapping over there on the tubes. You're in position 2 in a narrow state. You have room up to 340.51 and then 344 here on Tesla, okay? Back under 323.89, you'll have room down to 317.30. What's up, my Duco? Hillary, Sue, Rayon, Sue, Hillary, Shelley. The lady VIPers. Let's go. Shout out to all the lady VIPers. You know, I think the lady traders in our VIP are catching up to the men as far as quantity. I think because like the last 70% of VIPers were all women. Have you guys noticed all of that? So welcome. We got the women revolution going on in trading, everybody. More women are trading now more than ever. That is a great thing. Everyone, congratulate all the ladies around the world. Amazing. Jules, thank you, Jules. April, yes. Hadrian. We are bringing the lady revolution to trading, and it is great to see. And thank you, TikTok, for letting us get out to the masses. It's because of TikTok we were able to reach all of you. So congratulations, everybody. SoFi, hello, Peyton. Right now on SoFi, you are in a narrow state. Yes, SoFi, alert, alert. You are in position 2 to the upside here on a SoFi. Looking pretty good on SoFi here, to be honest with you. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to mark out your 5 minutes here, okay? SoFi, because you have a smaller ATR on this. You got room up to 2273 here on SoFi. Looks good in this narrow state. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to the upside, okay? Under 2156, you have room down to 2137 and then $21 whole number here. So you can expect SoFi to trade inside this range today, right here. You see it? Mark that down, everybody. SoFi, you are narrow. Adrian Jules, yes, thank you. That is the range. What else are we looking at, everybody? Put them in the chat. Put it on the board. AMD. AMD right now, you are in the whip zone. You got over 158.36. You have room up to 161. Above 158.36, you got room up to 161. AMD is right where we want her. I love her in the whip zone. I'm going to put AMD on watch this morning, okay? Under 155.80, we have room down to 151. I'm hoping we get a move to the downside here on AMD. I want to get under that whip zone with a retest on AMD, yes. OMZ, a little XOM, a little Exxon Mobil. Let's see what we got here. Exxon was going to the moon. Remember that thing? Nothing's going to the moon, folks. The market goes up, it goes down, it goes sideways. That's why we don't trace breakouts. We don't do fair value gaps. We don't do any of that bullshit, okay? There was a guy on last night talking about fair value gaps. He's been trading for 4 years, and he's trying to train people on how to trade. They were ripping that poor man apart. Well, he was a child, actually. He was a kid, and he didn't have any clue what he was saying. And I'm like, oh, my God. Under 107.32, you have room down to 104. 104 here on XOM, yes. Back over 109, you have room up to 111 on XOM. Thank you, Katana Lim. This is for you, my Katana Lim. Google. Going to be a beautiful 80 degrees here tomorrow. I'll be on the golf course, that's for sure. Right now, we are in a narrow state on Google. We are in position 2. We got room up to 189 and then 190 here on Google, okay? Under 184.78, you got room down to 182.50 on Google. Thank you, Yusef. Username. Welcome to the family. Verizon. Oh, you're an earnings chaser, aren't you? Yes. Randy. Let's not chase earnings, okay? We want to be a professional trader. All right, let's see what we got here. Right now, we have the gap up on Verizon because of earnings. We are in a neutral bearish state. You are in position 3 to the upside. I don't care what happens on those earnings. You are coming back on Verizon. Do not chase this to the upside, my Randy. All right? Let me mark these out for you. We need more Randys in this world. You never hear that name anymore either. Randy. You don't hear that name anymore. All right, you got room back down to $42 hold number right here on Verizon. Get under 41.89. 41.89. Now, let me show you something here. Whoop. And you're coming back down to 41.50. You're pulling back, Randy. MU, John and Dan Taylor. Hello, John and Dan Taylor. Welcome, my friends. MU, right now, you are in position 2 to the downside, okay? You are in a bullish, neutral state. You are in a bearish position. You got support here right around 113 on MU. 113, you got some support. You want to get back over 115 on MU for a move up to 116.63. Yes. NVIDIA, hello. Hello. We are in currently a narrow state on NVIDIA. I'm going to put you in this narrow state. No, neutral. I'm sorry. Let me zoom in on this. You're in a neutral state. I can't give you narrow on that. You are in position 1 here on NVIDIA. You have room up to 174 on NVIDIA to the upside, okay? Under the whip zone of 171.82, you have room down to 171.27. And then the 171 hold number right here on NVIDIA. You're welcome, Den's World. Good to see you again, my friend. Good to see everybody in here, all our beautiful traders and our beautiful family in here. Good to see you all. Good morning, David Griggs. How are you? Raymond, thank you. Welcome to the family, my Raymond. Thank you, Dens. ARCH, yes. I want to do this for you on ARCH, but Uber. Does anyone know what that means? What I just did? Does anyone know what I just did? PLTR, Richie, I got you coming up. Does anyone know what I just did? Cosmo, yes, I have long-term investments. Of course I do. I'm putting a new addition on my house with them. I don't mean to laugh, but I am. TikTok investor, thank you. Welcome to the family. Tobbs, yes. You guys don't know what I just did? All right, well. We are in a narrow state on Uber. We are in position 2 to the upside here on the Uber-roonies. All right, let's pull this back. You guys couldn't tell from that chart why I circled that? You got room on Uber up to $92. $92 here on Uber in a narrow state. Coming back under 90.29, watch the whole number of 90, and then you have room down to 89.42 here on Uber. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Andrew, yes, good job, my brother. Good job, Andrew. Paulo, Hadrian, Jules, yes, thank you. Baba, I sure can. I remember when the Baba days. You got to lose enough on Baba before you get rid of it. Right now here on Baba, you are in a narrow state. Oh, boy, you're hanging on for dear life here on the Baba-roonies. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. All right, I don't have to go far here on Baba. Baba, you got room back down to 118 hold number. 118 hold number. You're hanging on for dear life at that level right there. Oh, you are hanging on for dear life on the Baba-roonies. Above 120.53, you'll have room up to 121.50 on Baba, and then 122. Richie, you wanted me to do PLTR. Yes, circle. Don't trade circle. The novices trade IPOs. Are you kidding me? Why do you guys do it to yourself? Because you're looking for the get-rich-quick scheme. That's why. It'll never happen. I promise you, it will never happen. Right now, we are in a narrow state here on PLTR. Alerts here on PLTR. 5-minute looks good. 15-minute, we got our 200 lurking out there. Bum, 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 bum. All right, PLTR, you are narrow. First stop on this is 156 to the upside. Above 156 with a retest, you have room up to 158 here on PLTR. Under 152.45, that's good because you're under the $0.50. You'll have room down to 147.62. C, what's up, PJ? Good to see you, my PJ. How is the market treating you? You are doing this full time now, my brother, my VIPer. Everyone, congratulations to PJ, full-time trader in the markets in our VIP. He told his boss to go to hell. We are in a narrow state on C. We are in position 1 to the upside here on C. We're going to mark out this double top here on a C. Hold on. All right, on C, you have room up to $93.75. $93.75, $94 mark here in this narrow state on C, okay? Under $92.96, you have room back down to $92 on C. Yes, the VIP is open for all our amazing people and family in here. We love you. We want to help you, okay? To get in that VIP and to possibly tell your boss to go to hell. It's going to take a lot of work, though. You got to get over to thevosstrading.com. $25 a month, $275 for the year, and we will train you on how to be a trader, a real trader. You will stop chasing news. You will stop chasing IPOs. You will become a setup ninja. You will learn how to trade the proper setups. You will know supply and demand. You will know support and resistance levels, hold numbers, cycle out reversals, break a structure, the position, the state of your stocks. You will be equipped with actual knowledge on how to trade instead of guessing. Who's sick of guessing? Con, are you sick of guessing? Christina Zen. Thank you, Christina Zen. IWM. IWM currently, we marked these whip zones out from yesterday. You are in a neutral state. You are in position 2 to the upside here on IWM. Let's mark these out for you. IWM traders, I'm going to give you a little hint, okay? You must be in a A+ setup to trade this stock, or you're going to get chopped up. You got room up to 224 here on IWM, and then 225.42 on IWM. Coming back down to the downside, under the hold number of 222, you have room down to 221 on IWM, okay? Under 221 with a retest, and you have room down to 218. Good morning, the Russell. Hello, my Russell. Stronger. Zen. Thank you. Mr. Dave, let's go. Is Mr. Dave the only one that does super chats over there? Let's go, YouTubers. Andrea Postel. Thank you. Appreciate you. We are at 113,000 likes. Let's get back to 200, everybody. We used to clip 200, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Abdul, as long as you're tapping, I'll do Netflix, Abdul. How's that? All right, here we go. Netflix. What happened? I thought Netflix was going to the moon. What happened? Moon. Remember Moon? Breakout? Moon? Nope. Back to the 20. All right, here we go, everybody, on Netflix. Where the hell's Jared? Where's my Jared? We are in the whip zone here. We got the Powderhound ski slope. You are going to be choppy on Netflix this morning, that's for sure. With a 200 that looks like that, that's a chap. How many of you guys get into trades and you get chopped up every day, huh? Who gets chopped up in the market? Above 12.18, you have room up to 12.42 here on Netflix, above 12.18. Under 12.05, get under the hold number, you have room down to 11.80 on Netflix. Quick question. Do you think this is a tradable stock or investment only? Can't answer that, Robert, or wish I could. This is not investment or trading advice. This is for education purposes only. You must trade and invest at your own risk. Kurt with the heartbeat, yes. The one thing I do tell everybody is if you don't know why you should get in or what you should get into, you got to learn how to trade, folks. You got to learn how to invest. Don't just look for a get-rich-quick scheme. You got to learn what to do, or the market will have fun with you. Right now, we are in a neutral state on Meta. You have room up to 709.77, 710 area. Then up to 714.50 here on Meta. Remember, you're neutral, everybody, okay? Neutral state. Your momentum isn't going to be that great to the upside. Under 699, get under the whole number. You have room back down to 692 here on Meta. Boeing, you got it, my Sue. Right now on Boeing, you are in a narrow state. You are in position 1. Alert, alert. Be careful with Sue with Boeing at the open. Spreads are big. All right, volume is low. Spreads are big. Volume is low on Boeing at the open. So be very, very careful here, okay? You will have room, Sue, up to 230. 230.25. With that, with a retest, you'll have room up to 231.36 here on Boeing, okay? Under 228.59, under the whip zone, you will have room back down to 227.68. Yes, remember, all new highs and all highs, 70% will fail. PLTR. Then we'll do XRP, okay? We are in a narrow state. Alert, alert. On PLTR, you are in position 1. You got room up to 156 here on PLTR, okay? First stop. Above 156, you need a pullback and a retest, but you want to hold this level for a move up to 158. You got to hold the level on retest. Excuse me. Under 152.45, you have room down to 148 here on PLTR. Shelly Stringer, thank you. Miss Market, girl, mom, you got it. Miss Market is the spy. How powerful is Miss Market? She runs the show, everybody. Right now, currently on Miss Market, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 here on Miss Market. You got room up to 629.38 on Miss Market. 629.38. Okay, be careful there. Under 627, get under the whole number of 627, and you got room down to 625 on Miss Market. The big dog. Ruff, 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 ruff. The big dog, yes. Thank you, my Shelly. Netflix, we just did. We'll do it again for you. Netflix, you got to be careful here, okay? Look at that 200. You're going to be choppy at the open for a little bit. Under 1205, you have room down to 1180. Above 1218, you have room up to 1242 on Netflix. MTS Murdoch. Oh, brother. Amazon. And this is why, everyone, we have a 92% failure rate in the market. Please stop with the nonsense. Please. You got to learn how to trade. All right? You know you lose all the time. Remember, what do I always tell you? Everyone loves what? I want to see if you remember this line. Everybody loves what? Put it in the chat. YouTube, you should know this too. Yeah, KJ. Finish it, Sue. Finish it, Sue. Finish it. Danny boy, welcome to the family. That's it, Shelly. People love the idea of trading, but 92% of people will never be traders, okay? Above 226.44, you have room up to 227 here on Amazon. Under 225, you have room down to 224.50 on Amazon. Let's go over to XRP. Now, the reason people love the idea of trading, there's so many. Why is it so popular? Why is it so popular, day trading? They love the idea of it. They love what day trading can possibly do for them. The issue is they're not willing to put in the work to get those results. Huh? Come on. You know it. Right now you're saying, yeah, that was me. That was me. It's not that you can't do it. It's that you're not willing to do it. Right now, XRP, we got, see, we're just stuck in here. Bit. You want to get under 349 for a move down to 347.18 here on XRP, all right? Little moves here, there. You got to get back over 356.11, and then you got room up to 3.5818 here on XRP. Right now on XRP, as you can see, you have left the station here, okay? So you are waiting to come back to the 20 again. Adorable Dad, thank you, Adorable. I appreciate you. Whoops, Visa. Right now, we are in the whip zone in a neutral state here on Visa. Yes, 5 minute looks good. Your 5 minute looks good. Your 15 minute, you got the 15 minute 200, the granddaddy of them all, right there that you have to be careful with, okay, on a Visa. So above 349.35, you got room up to 350.61 here on a Visa, okay? Under 348.60, whoops. Under 348.60, you have room back down to 347 on Visa. Is this Forex? It can be. It can be. Weeble. I don't know why you keep saying that, Guided by Grace. You keep saying Weeble. I don't know. Hood, let's see. What state are we in? What position are we in on Hood? Who knows it? Let's sound it. Alert, alert. Robinhood. We are in the whip zone on our Robinhood right now. Let's mark out our major. There we go. Okay, here we go on Robinhood. Above 109.77. Watch the hold number at 110. You have room up to 113.50. Okay, 113.50. Watch the hold number. Under 108, you have room down to 106.81 on Robinhood, okay? Under 106.81, you have room back down to 101.50. MTS Murdoch, it doesn't matter the instrument. If you don't know how to trade price action, it doesn't matter what instrument you trade. You will lose. Price action is king. PLTR. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 1. You have room up to 156 on PLTR. Under 152.45. That's good because you're under the hold number. $0.50. You have room down to 147.62, 148 area. Good morning, Derek Ginter. Good to see you, my Ginter. How are you, my friend? Baba. How many of you started with options? Wait till you see this, everybody. You ready? How many of you as traders started with options? Put me in the chat. Tushar, you'll learn all of that in the VIP. For $25 a month or $275 for the year, you can get into our VIP right here, theVossTrading.com. All right, options. Why did you start with options? And then we'll do Baba, okay? Why did you start with options? Aish, Sean, how are you? How you doing, Aish, Sean, in the market with options? Are you winning every month? Are you consistently profitable any month? Fast money. First thing I learned about. Big money potential. Broke. Thought I could make a lot of money. Come on, Murdoch, get in the VIP then. Let's go. You didn't have enough capital. Yeah, I mean, the most of the time, this is an honest question. I'm not trying to set you up here, guys. The reason most people go to options is they don't have the capital to trade equities, okay? The big boys are in equities. Is options bad? No, of course not. But you got to learn how to trade price action before you can start trading options. See, when you trade options, you don't know price action, number one, all right? So we have a lot of traders that don't know how to trade miss market. That's the first problem. The second problem is now you are putting the Greeks, a derivative, on top of the price action. So now you don't know price action. Now you're putting the Greeks on top of price action, and that's why you have a 98% failure rate with options. That is why. It doesn't matter the instrument you trade, okay? It's just that you got to learn how to trade first, because that's why people start with options. Then they go to penny stocks. Then they go to futures. They try to look for a prop firm because they ran out of money. But you're going to be eliminated out of that just as fast because you don't know how to trade properly, okay? That's the moral of the story. Good morning, Baba. Okay, here we go. Baba, you got room. You're narrow in position 1. You have room down to 118 here on Baba. Above 120.53, you have room up to 121.37 and then 122. You have a 96% success rate with options. Day trader Rue, I will tell you right now that you don't. At 96. Hold on here. Hold on here, everybody. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Woof! 96%. That's a new one. Now, the last guy was 97%. I'm at a 96% loss rate. That was the last guy was 97, remember? 97% winning rate. This guy's at 96. Oh, the poor bastard. All right, what else are we looking at? Tempest AI. Let's see what we got. I mean, I told you, people, they love the idea of trading. They dream about stuff like that, but they're never going to be traders. Right now, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on TEM. $96%. All right, here we go. You got room on TEM up to $62.50, and then $63 right there on TEM. Under 60.36, watch the whole number back down to 60, and then 59.26 on TEM. What he means to say is he has a 96% failure rate in option because the average is 98, so he's close. Dermonite, good question. Yeah, usually. We teach you in the VIP how to trade the open properly, but for the most part, you're going to wait. You have to know the state and position of your stock in order if you can trade the open successfully. If you don't know the state or a position of your stock, you can never trade the open. You'll just guess. You're flipping a coin. Whoop, hope it goes my way. GLD. You are in a narrow state on GLD. 312. All right, you are narrow here on GLD. You are way up there in position 3 on GLD. Let's do it. Pullback, what you're going to get here. Around 310.50 is your 50% retracement level. Right around 311 is your 25%. You can look for a pullback back down to 311 for a move for another high here on GLD. Remember, 70% of all new highs will fail. If you come back down to 310.50 area and break through that with a retest, you're coming back down to 309 on GLD. Good job, everybody. Is SPY narrow or neutral? Who asked that? What's up, the rage? You tell me. I want you to tell me. Is SPY narrow or neutral? I want you to tell me because I want you to learn. Thank you, Costa. Welcome to the family. It's narrow, my brother. It's narrow. Narrow, yep. Kunz, hello, Kunz. Good to see you. ACHR. ACHR, you are in a narrow state here, okay? Let me mark these out. Just bring it back down to reality here. All right, ACHR, you are in a narrow state. Position 1, you got room down to 1285, 1280 price range here on ACHR. Get back over 1367 for a move up to $14 on ACHR. I wouldn't touch that ACHR with a bazillion dollars of someone else's money. Yes, just AMD. Just AMD. AMD, we're in the whip zone. Yes, we are in a neutral state. I want to get back over 158.36 with a move up to 161, or I want to get under 155.80 for a move down to 151 here on AMD. Right now here, if we look at AMD, let's pull this up for you, okay? Look at where the 8 is and look at where your price action is. You're coming back on AMD. I want that beautiful short. And who knows this answer? All roads. Who knows this answer? All roads. Adorable Dad, Shelly, Kurt, Stronger, Andrea, Zen. Oh, we still got some roses on the board, everybody. Hammer them things. Forgot about that. Christina, Paulo, April, Lou, Screw. There he is. Rayon, Shelly, Only Dan, Zen, OMZ, Sadaka, Candy, Russell, Brad James, JL Haba, Mark Meza, Righteous, Manny B. Manny, Buckeye, JL, Davion, Youssef, let's go, Paul Miranda, JDM, Hillary, let's go, Shellys, thank you to my Shellys. Jules, thank you, my Jules. Mighty, thank you. Adorable Dad. Andrea Pastel. Zen Method, I appreciate you. Andrew the Believer, yes. Hadrian, April Stapleton, Luli. Thank you, everybody. Rayon for all powder. For all those amazing donations. Thank you, everyone, for being here. New VIPers, if you join, we will get you tagged up here this morning so you can start learning how to trade. Remember, when you're in the VIP, we have training by me every Tuesday and Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Plus, you get over 60-plus hours of educational content. We also review your trades every day, and we will tell you what you're doing right or doing wrong. VIPers, we'll see you in the chat here in about 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Everyone else, we'll see you back on here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Have a great day, everybody. It's Monday. Take it easy, or we start the week green. Love you guys.